Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the program Web Watch on Flip TV, where we look at salient reports, important items online as we deliberate on them. I'm Christian Chuka. With me is my wonderful people. I have
Zubi Glad. Welcome.
Olamide, welcome to Web Watch.
Yeah, as you can see on your screen, every two minutes we check Twitter and other social media handles to know the outcome of the appeal court decision, whether to allow Inec to reconfigure the beavers and allow other parties like the APC, PDP, and Labour Party to look into the beavers and probably understand what information is in the beaver. So now we have a verdict. When you go on social media, there might be so many conflicting verdicts. You need to balance and wait. So far, so good. APC has been granted the access to the beavers. Labour Party has been granted access to the beavers. And if I'm wrong, Inec has been granted, I've been told that they can reconfigure the beavers after you grant access to the parties. I think it's a win-win. It's a win-win for people that are expecting that Inec should not reconfigure the beavers. But what you understand about that is that, when they put agents through training, Inec official training, that said the beavers must be 000 before you start anything. So now, in any which way, they will now have to reconfigure it to the 000 before they can do the government election. But we don't know whether they will pass through the 000 and go to the data and tamper with the data.
Well, I think the Labour Party and all aggrieved parties entirely, if there should be a kind of way whereby they can get the information in the IRF portal. They can get it.
No, this is
on their
beavers,
own
not
as well.
IRF. Beavers.
No,
Beavers is the basis for IRF portal.
Mm-hmm.
If we have 200 people voting in a polling unit,
Okay.
and they are all duly registered on the beavers,
Okay.
so the election you get there would reflect on the IRF. You understand? So if you are going to battle a case in court, you have to extract the accredited voters from the beavers, first. Beavers, when you put, he accredit you, he not accredit you. So out of 200, probably accredited a number of persons. So those are the ones that are qualified to vote. So they use that to match the result on the IRF portal. So beavers is important at this point in time to extract or look at the information on the beaver so that IRF portal is there, the results are there, so it can be complete. So if you are going to court with evidence, you can go with beavers evidence and the IRF portal evidence.
Well, we have over 700,000.
774,000
polling units. And that means there will be about 774,000 beavers machines. So how would
174,000 beavers machines.
So how would they extract? I think it's 76 or so.
76.
So how would they extract information from all the machines together?
There are some devices you put. There are some devices you put on a server,
Okay.
or there are some devices you plug to your phone.
Okay.
In the next seconds, they copy all the data there. No matter how much that data
is all these beavers machine in one place or different local government?
They would have brought everything back by now.
I think yeah.
I believe that
It should be in Inec office.
INEC
Yes.
office
No.
now.
INEC offices. So they will have their agents there
At the office.
already. Politics is money. They'll have spent money. Everybody will stand by there to retrieve information on the beavers.
Yeah.
So then they can use that to compare what they have on the INEC portal.
But my concern in this whole thing is I just pray that they've not already tampered with this thing. Because the beavers has been with the INEC officials who are the same people that allegedly rigged the election, right? So, and it's been with them all this while. My belief is that I just pray that already they've not, some, might not be all, some of them may not be like so they don't already tamper with it,
Okay,
But it's possible actually.
Yeah, it is.
Now I don't think, like I said, you have to, if you want to run the governorship election, you have to reconfigure it to 000.
Yeah.
So if without that, you can't do any accreditation.
But I kind of think that is.
But it's going beyond the reconfiguring to 000, where they will tamper. Okay, let's look at it like this. The beavers carry the names of all the people in the polling unit. Yeah. So how would they tamper with it?
When it is still the same polling unit that it will be used for.
So it's just like
But maybe
reset it
because
to 0-0. But the only thing missing will be the people, the beavers accredited.
See, I
The ones they
think they
Yes.
configure this thing like
Do
for
they still need to?
presidential.
They will do another reaccreditation again now for the
Yes.
governorship election.
No, we're talking about presidential.
Okay.
So the ones they accredited for presidential, that information might not be there. I don't know, might not be there. But the information of all the people in the polling unit will be there.
Of
But
course.
the accredited
For the presidential
might
election.
not be there. That might be the missing link. So they need to look at, inspect it, and retrieve data and have it, so that when they are going to
Yes.
court, they can compare with a polling unit result or a ward result in the court.
Well, that's my opinion though. I don't really know. For them to be that interested, that means there must be a way they can go around it. There must be a way they can go around for them to really be that, both the APC, the PDP, and the Labour Party to be very, very interested in getting the information on the beavers. That means they even if anything must have been done, or even if anything has been done, probably there will be a way to still retrieve information from that place.
Well, I don't know, but that would be harder. To be harder to retrieve information once it is lost.
And
It
then,
will take more time.
yeah, it will take more time and also resources,
Yeah.
and so many things. But I think it is a good one that everybody is inspecting the beavers. I don't know
Yes.
why it is a big deal that Inec cannot go on. You understand?
With the election.
Like, because they were in court. Inec refused allowing the parties to
Yeah. Inspect.
See, for my own understanding, or should I say my opinion, I don't know. Someone actually said something. If INEC is sure that they didn't rig the election, so what is difficult in releasing the beavers machine for it to be inspected?
No, it might be tampered with.
How?
If you release your-
won't do them.
It might be tampered with.
How?
How? Yeah, exactly.
Now you give access. People don't even get access to beavers, they hack them. Not talk of now, you now give people access into the system.
Yes, before you give them access, you tell them if anything happens to the system, then you'll be held responsible. Are you ready to bear the consequences?
That's why it's important that the court
The court will have
pronounce
to
like
pronounce
yes.
They cannot do it in separate units now. Should be all the
They will
beavers
go
will come to a
together.
particular place, and
Yeah.
everybody will be there while the inspection is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I
I
don't
don't
think
think all the beavers will be in
Will be in
one place,
particular
because from
place.
now till Saturday, different
No,
states
they will
of
now
federation,
start-
different polling units.
I think it will be in different states.
Yeah, it should be
Maybe
in different states.
states, per se. The INEC office in that particular state.
So INEC has been given the permission to reconfigure the beavers. I know
After
many people
inspection.
not
After inspection.
like this information.
After the inspection,
Since it's after inspection,
Once they are done inspecting
there's
it,
no-
then they
there's
can
no- there's no
reconfigure the
big deal.
machine.
they can reconfigure after inspection. But
Even
if I thought they would reconfigure before inspection,
Is it a big
that's-
deal to reconfigure the machine? The
Like I
beavers?
said, for the beavers to be useful, you must bring it back to 000.
But is it the duty of INEC in general or the polling unit officers to reconfigure the machine? Because it should be like somewhere whereby you just go to a particular setting and click probably factory reset, and it goes back to 000.
They will
Or would there
format
be
it.
someone that would say, okay, they want to format it with one special system?
One thing I want INEC is that they should be addressing Nigerians.
Yes.
Because last time they addressed Nigeria, they said that reconfiguring the beavers will not affect the data.
But they said it
Even
will
if
take
they
about
have-
Just
5
that
minutes.
people say they don't trust them.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. Even if they have anything now to say, nobody will want to listen
Nobody
to
wants
me
to trust them.
because you were trusted once and you betrayed. So.
Yeah.
Okay, we had Peter Obi in court, and we had the chairman of Labour Party, Julius Abure, in court. And in getting into the court premises, you see people wanting to take. It's not inside the courtroom.
Yes, outside.
Wanting to take selfies with him, calling him our president. Does that not send a message? In appeal courts, calling him our president. Even inside the court, lawyers, son, probably of the prosecution and the defense counsel, wanted to take a selfie with him.
You know, majority of Nigerians, or most people who actually who took interest in the election process, would agree with me that the process was far from free and fair.
Yeah.
Many
It
people
was-
would disagree with you.
Sorry, many people would,
Disagree with you.
and more people would
Would
agree
agree
with
with you.
me. Many people would disagree, but more out of the numbers would agree with me, both national and international spaces. I think Chatham House actually came out to say that the process was even far from transparent, according to what Mahmoud Yakubu told them in the Chatham House.
That is where my problem is actually, because he came to the Chatham House to say something that everybody applauded him.
Exactly.
Everybody was happy. Even elderly women who have never voted, even people who have never voted before, picked interest in the presidential poll. And at the end of the day, you just dashed all their hope in a twinkle of an eye. You understand? So even if they come out today, even if the election was free and fair, it will still be hard to convince me, following the things that we saw, that it was actually free and fair, because a lot of things happened, you know, which was not hidden. It was very clear.
It was very clear.
Thank God that there's social media. If it was in those days where just a few number of people had access to the social media, but now anybody can see anything. Twitter is just one place that no matter how it take be, you must see, and if there is information there.
So the APC said they were going to inspect the beavers, especially with regards the south and southeast, because the allegations there is that in that area they really had to tamper with the election. There was rigging in the election. How will the southeast bring out such results, overwhelming results that other states don't have? How will they deliver? Like in Enugu State, all the House of Rep seats was won by Labour Party. Okay. In Enugu State, in Anambra State, we have two Labour Party. We have one PD. We have two Labour Party, one YPP. That is this senator, this senator Ifeanyi Uba. Okay. Yeah, YPP won his senatorial seat. We have
Ifeanyi Uba wants in
yes,
I didn't even know.
That is Young Progressive Party. We had that. So there was, how would Labour Party that's just 9 months old into this race just sweep everything in the southeast?
You see, I told someone, would I say someone close to me or a particular boss of mine, that this election was not transparent, it was not free and fair. And the person said, okay, APC lost in Lagos State, and Peter Obi won with a large margin in some certain states that probably he rigged in those states. Then I said, you should hold Inec responsible for that act. You don't tell me that, okay, because this one rigged here, then let us start the whole process again from the scratch. Is it too much to ask for?
And let if they say there's rigging, let it be
uploaded from the polling unit. If they say, okay, Labour Party or PDP, they rigged as well, then let's say everybody rigged, so let us start again.
Presidential, National Assembly, governorship and State House of Assembly can actually be done in a day. If you ask me, I think it can actually be done in a day. I don't think there is any need to split these elections. It can be done in a day. It's not for people. You already know who you're voting for.
They'll be giving them a lot of
4 ballot papers.
4 ballot papers.
It's simple. You will vote and go back to your house. Instead of stressing people up and down, they will go after 2 weeks. You come back again to come and vote. Yeah, you understand. It can be done in a day, just to cut all these things.
As if they had to do everything in a day and that thing happened. I mean, the fight go double.
Yeah, it better like that.
And there will be re-election. There will be rerun.
Thank you, and there will be a rerun. You understand?
All over
because
the
all these things.
I think they shouldn't really play blame games between Labour Party, PDP, APC. If there is rigging in some states and some other states as well, probably where Labour Party won and where APC won, let us have another election. That will solve the problem. So they can say, okay, now there will be no rigging.
If I should answer
let us have another election.
That person said, why would Labour Party win with that kind of margin in Enugu State, right, and Anambra? It's very simple. Peter Obi is from the southeastern state, right? If the Jagaban of Lagos State can lose his home state, so what are we saying?
That means it took his own people. Like that means his own people too didn't actually vote for him. That's what it means.
So that's what it means. And if the ruling party can lose in the state of the sitting president, so what are you saying?
Are we now still going to say that someone in the southeast ran to Katsina
to rig the election?
So even if they are saying that kind of thing, let us have another rerun totally, and they should be uploading of results in real time from the polling unit. So by then we can say, okay, nobody rigged, and anybody who wins by then.
One thing that surprised me in all these things is the fact that I don't know if it's actually true or it's just a mere allegation. I don't know. I can't say. I can't say for real. But then. The professors, in quotes, most of these professors that aided in the rigging of the elections, they are still the same people that were crying during the ASU strike.
Well,
during
the ASU strike.
I'm like, what truth is, like, are they actually, like, are they okay if it was actually rigged the way we heard, or the way we saw the whole
what
thing
Nigerian
go?
guy said is only professors that will fail a student for malpractice, but they'll rig for politicians.
For
You
electoral
understand? You understand?
malpractice.
It's because of money.
Yes,
Yeah.
because the strike issue came up just because of money.
Because of money.
Because of money.
And then
now,
you had the money. The money now came to them at a platter. Just do one or two things, and you just.
There's a
have to-
Kano resident electoral commissioner who admits rigging the House of Reps election, and he denounced the APC and INEC. Let me read it. It's Professor Ibrahim Adamu Yakasai, the Independent National Electoral Commissioner, returning officer for Tundun Wada Doguwa House of Representative election held on February 25, 2023, had admitted that he declared the election results under duress. The University Don made it known in a letter to the State INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner and obtained by reporters. Recall that the majority leader of the House of Representatives, Ado Doguwa, you know that guy,
Yes.
who was declared the winner of the Doguwa Tundua constituency election on February 25th by the electoral body. Professor Yokosai, the returning officer, had previously announced that Doguwa of the All Progressive Congress polled 39,732 votes to defeat his closest rival, Yashao Salisu Abdullahi of the New Nigeria People's Party, who polled 34,798 votes. Meanwhile, in the letter, the returning officer claimed that he declared Doguwa as the winner because of the death threats initiated against him and other INEC officials that worked with him.
And that's in the north.
So now they have cancelled. They say no winner in that.
that they'll be rerun.
They will have be a reunion in 30. Yes,
13
rerun
polling
in
units.
13 polling units. I think this is what should be done. If you
Honestly,
are an INEC official, or because this is a professor, because when you say a professor,
particularly some
So
states.
I don't even
actually,
believe all these professor post or something, because in the past we've seen people who are having even more a certificate or educational qualifications going into or associating themselves with things that are not supposed to even be in the forefront of the society. So either you're a professor or doctor or something, I don't care. It is just the ability for you to do what is
Right
right. Do the right thing, regardless of what certificate you are holding.
so I think more INEC commissioners, INEC staffs that somehow were threatened should come out at this point in time and redeem
In their
themselves.
image.
If you don't redeem yourself, you are just piling things that for your children and unborn generation.
There's a particular picture I've been seeing on Twitter about one professor that they said that he was one of the people that rigged the River State.
Yeah, I
election.
think that would surely be under duress or under a kind of what was it called, a threat.
I think we need healthy institutions, because now there are threats
healthy
on social
institutions
media.
who are going to
Strong
aid it.
Police, yes,
Exactly.
will not go for those people.
You know,
It is Nigerians that arrest people
see, we want a
nowadays.
very good institution, a strong one, but it is people that would be inside
Of course.
that will constitute that institution. And if we don't have good people out there, then we can't
If
have
it's
good
still the old
institution.
same people, nothing will happen.
This Doguwa was the same person that met with Emefiele. You know, saw that video. That was the chair of that meeting that met Emefiele and said that he should explain to them why is it that there's no cash.
Was
So-
it not the one who said anyone who doesn't vote them in the north, that they'll deal with them?
Yeah, he said so.
Yeah.
So you can see when he was talking to Emefiele as if he was fighting for the people.
Mm.
He was standing for. He was speaking English and everything.
See, most of these politicians, they only speak for themselves, for their own personal gain and interest, not necessarily for the people. You understand? A typical example, what happened today in Lagos State, the Akere spare parts that
in Ajegune,
Ajegune,
yes, Olodia Papa.
that got
Papa.
burnt.
Yeah.
You know, I actually saw a report today online. They said that there was a dead body
Of a
found
65-year-old man.
with gunshot wound inside there. Understand? That means that fire incident was actually, it was somebody or people that went to set that thing on fire.
Yeah.
Not that anything else happened. Can we read the comments that we have?
Okay.
We have Shinitu.
Shinzu.
Even Obina suspect.
Yeah,
Anybody can be-
And everybody will suspect.
Anybody can
So
be
that's why I
suspect.
said
What I want to say is that if they say there's rigging in an election and you say there's no rigging, and the person goes to court,
and you follow
and
the
you now
person to the court.
bring another statement and saying none of us rig.
Then let us start
So
again.
you should suspect that person that
that was
at
defending
first they said he was credible. Now the second statement is saying now all of
None
us
of us.
rig. You must suspect that person.
If not all of
My-
us
my-
rig,
my-
then
see,
old INEC responsible. Now you allow us me rig. Now be the referee
even if they don't cancel the election, even if there is no rerun of this election, but I believe that there are some states that there should be a rerun. States where there was more what's it called? Reported cases of attack
I don't think
and everything that those states, particularly Rivers that had like delayed for how many days? How many local governments is in Rivers State that they have to delay the results for 3 days or 4 thereabouts before the results could come out? You know, states like even Lagos here that had a lot of stories that came. The first result came out, they had to go back again to check. I think there will still be more information apart from the one that we saw online. Okay, going on with the comments we have here, we have Udeze Chima, always with us. It's a good evening, guys. Any day the Supreme Court judge this case against Obi, that's the day anarchy will take over Nigeria.
Voila.
Everybody rigged election, even Obi. Okay, James B. Obi rigged in the southeast and some states in south. This third position would turn fourth position at the end of the day. Wow.
It's possible. There's a possibility.
See, that's why I'm saying if Obi has rigged, okay, other parties are accusing APC of rigging, and APC is accusing Labour Party of rigging. Then let us have another election and let's have real-time results on the IREV. Then by then, we know who is rigging.
Devoid of
voter suppression, intimidation or something, or stealing ballot box. Let us have it again.
So my opinion is
must we always allow rigging of elections
in Nigeria? Is not going to stop until there is actually an electronic way of voting in this country. Until we get to that point, there will still be carrying of ballot boxes because Agbero plenty, talks plenty for Nigeria.
There are many political talks everywhere.
A lot of them.
No, the first thing,
money and they
the evil politicians should be flushed out because they are the one instigating this. Look at
the
people you call evil politicians. They've given birth to children. No, hope you know. They've given birth to children.
Their children are not here.
No, I don't mean their biological children.
Okay.
They now have people that can follow them. You understand? So I just.
It's because they've weaponized poverty on those people. There are some people that they can't just give you a little bit of money now. So go and steal.
For instance, I'm a politician. I know you're a well-known thug, and you live in a community whereby we have some kind of questionable elements there. There are people that can manipulate. I will buy Keke Marwa,
give it to them,
and give you
empower them.
Like 3 Keke Marwa. Those thugs will be driving the Keke Marwa. I drive today, you drive tomorrow. So I put you people under the perpetual that you understand, and those thugs will be having to tip those thugs. You see how they impoverish them. So that's what they do. Most people now, they feel, even though they know that where they are not going to get anything from that, no future for them. They feel that they are sustaining themselves for the meantime.
Exactly.
With what they are gaining.
They'll be loyal to that particular person.
It's just like what someone told me. I don't know how true it is. Most of these northerners that the northerners that are here, that all these Okada riders that we see here in Lagos, say most of them, those bikes they ride is not actually theirs. The bike belongs to probably one Alhaji that they will go and account for them at the end of the day. You just find that they are under the man. Whatever the person says, that's what they would do.
It's not even about like Alhaji. Some people in Lagos State here now, they don't actually ride the bike. They just get like 4 or 5 bikes and give it out to these Aboki guys. Okay, you must deliver so amount to me every week. Then he can take the rest. No, so at times even 2-3 people share one bike.
What I'm actually saying is that, look, like, I don't know, when the person was talking, this is what he said. In the north, most of these people that ride Okadas and all of that, they don't own these Okadas by themselves.
Are you saying the north in Okera?
I'm just saying
where you are living.
They ride these bikes for some. At the end of, they have a place where they go and park those bikes.
Yeah.
That so when it comes to election, they will not wake up and say we are voting for. It's what those people tell them.
These are people that you can.
Who they tell them to vote for? That's the people they
you can give free education.
If not, you don't have bike. If not, you will not eat.
They are taking advantage of those people. That's just.
So that's what these thugs. Some of these thugs, they are being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
They are not literate enough to know what is right.
It's not even as if they are not literate enough. I think an average person, so far you can differentiate from your left from your right, and what is good and what is bad.
Don't you see an old man that is learned that will tell you that the election was credible? It's
not about being learned. It's when you can actually say the truth. Most of them, they know the truth, but because they've been impoverished, maybe they don't even know where the next meal will come from, and they are saying that even this man is bad though, but he's giving me money, let me be loyal to him. They will not paint this kind of picture of these people wants to take away your source of income, your joy giver. They will be ready to die there to make sure they protect the man's interest.
So kudos to that professor that admits that is a brave thing for him to do. So let's see, because now people are losing trust. Let something happen so that people's trust can be reaffirmed in the process again. Even though no matter how you want to reaffirm it, I know that if you have this crop of politicians that have been there since 1960, those that fought for democracy, they're the ones that since 1960, nothing will work.
Yeah.
You can see an article becoming president. You can see the people around him alone. Those are enough to thief Nigerian money. You no go read anybody. You can see when a person gets to power, you see so many people flocking around them like vultures. Those ones, they are insatiable. What they are stealing is insatiable.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't really know why. Once people are in power, in authority, they wouldn't want to. Once you've tested power, to leave it becomes a problem.
Okay.
You know.
This is when you have
let's
actually.
Let's read
okay.
the
comments.
The comments. Okay. James B. Okay, I think I've read that. Obi is loved by all. That's just it. James B said, "We are not interested in P2B again. We are strategizing for Lagos, Ogun, or Oyo now. P2B is a distraction. He has applied to courts to redress. So be it."
Yeah, I think Peter Obi
he
didn't really delve into those state matters like their election. Just a peace be upon you people. I'm in the court. Let me face my own. Let the people vote for who they want. Something like that.
Well, what do you guys think about what is happening in Lagos State now with the Gbadebo,
Let's start with what we noticed. We noticed that the Okada ban has been lifted. We noticed that, like I said,
those vehicles.
Last mile is no more working again. Yeah. You notice that
maybe they are on break.
Yes.
Election break.
Yeah.
Like last mile.
I don't know. I said maybe.
Yes, maybe on election break.
So you notice that the government is so nice to people. I think that is hypocrisy. No, it's hypocrisy. Something you can't
and I've
do.
not been hearing of.
You cannot do at the first instance. You're not doing
Lagos.
it because of the election.
Have you heard of Ole recently?
No.
Don't
let us hear of any.
Even the presidential election, you rarely heard of banditry, kidnapping, and all
it has continued again now.
So now it seems that when we say politicians are the cause of the problems, politicians are not Nigerians. They are anti-Nigerians. They're not patriotic Nigerians. They are people that are against the well-being of this country. So when we talk about, like somebody said, some people want to take over Lagos, blah, blah. I told the person, like, an Igbo man, whether you are his brother or not, if you do something wrong, he enter you. He enter you. That's why you see the mantra that they don't have king, because they don't take nonsense. So if they are supporting a person, it's because somebody has done something wrong that they are not in support of. So there's nothing that will happen, like what happened this morning, early morning. That's Ajegule market.
Yeah.
Some thugs will come, and they know it's an area where Igbos have their investment and everything.
Yeah.
They come, they destroyed everything. What is the aftermath of that?
I told you something, I think a few weeks back, that now it is a very dicey situation in Lagos State. I don't know who would have perpetrated that evil act, but if it is from someone else or from the opposing side, then I think there will be more sympathy votes for the affected people.
That is what they don't
there
understand.
There will be more sympathy
That's
votes
one
for
of the
them.
They don't understand.
Because even there are some people, even someone like me, per se, even if you are my friend, or let's say you are my colleague or something, or you're my close associate, then you are doing something bad to someone else, and I tell you, okay, stop this thing. It will get to a point I would have to fight you and defend that person. Like, guy, I'm waiting be your own self. You just calm down, something like that. So once you keep on doing something to someone else, you just automatically you will lose your support, and they will now start looking at that person like, oh, because this person cannot fight for himself, they now start sympathizing
with the person
towards that
person.
person.
Will end up having a sympathy
vote.
That's why the Labour Party candidate Gbadebo
he went there and
took the opportunity when they let's see that video.
He would take advantage of the opportunity.
He would do the same thing. Of course, he was not saying. Imagine from the video, he said people that they are supposed to be talking to and let them see the reason why they should vote you. You're not coming to attack them. So I'm not wondering, is it actually these people that came to do this?
I don't know who would have done it, but anyone who have done it, it would bring more sympathy votes to Gbadebo.
I saw a video.
To bring more sympathy
One
votes.
man, funny enough, he's a Yoruba man. He said, If you don't want Igbos in Lagos, stop selling your father's property to them.
I don't think that narrative. See, let's stop. You know, when people talk about
Because a lot of things have been going on
our
online.
Lagos,
You've been seeing things, right?
our Lagos indigene, non-indigene, when we are operating democracy, I think those people are not intelligent enough to understand that this life is all about how you play your cards, how you position yourself, how you respect yourself. That's how you're going to be respected. Since everybody has come together and said we are one Nigeria, and there's a constitution that says anybody can live in any area. And as a people in the southwest, Lagos can never be no man's land. It is somebody's land.
Yeah, for real.
It is somebody's land.
Southwestern.
The government of Lagos is populated by Yorubas. The reason why you see some Igbos is that there are some communities that is dominated by Igbos. You don't see such communities that dominated by Yorubas in other states of the country.
That is not Yoruba.
In New York, you see in UK there's a Yoruba town.
There's a Yoruba town.
You have a Yoruba representative there. Not that they are going to take over the UK.
No.
So it's because people are not intelligent enough. When I see people talk, I swear I keep quiet. You can't engage somebody who is not that intelligent to have a kind of reason.
Someone who doesn't have an open mind, you can't engage the person.
So even though you sell land for somebody, it is 99 years. You don't own the land forever. The land can be taken 99
years.
The land can be taken away from you. You have to even renew it. You can rebuy it again. So it is not like the main people that are from Lagos are not complaining. When I noticed, the main people that are from Lagos are not complaining. It's just that the politicians are looking for a way to discredit a Yoruba person who is actually from Lagos.
It is a political card. They are playing the tribal card against the GRV. If you look at it very well. See, they'll play a tribal card, so other Yoruba people that wants to vote for GRV will be looking at him in a kind of Igbo way. Like this guy
because they said that his wife is an Igbo woman.
Something like that.
But come on now, Jagaban's wife is not a Yoruba woman either. She is from the Shekiri tribe in Delta State. So what will you say about that?
I think Charles Duru is saying, hello guys, one missing, watching you like always, staying home because of snow in London.
Yeah. Sorry.
Mr. Charles Duru, we are saying, I wish me.
And we are looking for actually because it's overly hot.
It's hot here. It's hot
it's
here.
Very, very hot here.
It's hot, very, very hot. Okay, so now when I see people talk about that, it just show that they are just emotional.
It's not about being emotional from my perspective.
It kind of fear. There's fear, characteristics of fear. Low self-esteem.
Politics is.
I will agree, but fear. Why will you be scared?
See, politics is actually.
Am I going to force myself?
Politics is actually.
There's no how you do it. Lagos belongs to the Yorubas. There's no.
Politics is actually a game of propaganda. They play on fear.
Nigerian politics.
Propaganda, fear, tribal card, ethnic card. They play everything. Now they are playing on fear. They are playing a game of fear on the Yoruba people. Like these people wants to take away your land, so they'll be scared. Like no, don't vote for anybody that they endorse. No, that one is a card.
Somebody's asking.
If you are political, you will be seeing everything
what
clearly.
What about something happened in Lagos this morning? There have been threats to some indigenes in the state. I don't know whether we don't have the Delta, the Russia, but Igbos. There's something about the Igbos is that they make mouth.
But
then get mouth.
I saw it too.
And as they get mouth like that, they pain other indigenes.
But it is funny.
I was born and bred in Lagos. Yeah. Igbos, some of them they get bad mouth.
See, everybody has bad mouth. See, everybody.
But how will you feel if it's in your place? Somebody that is from another region is having that. The reason why they have that confidence is because the population. The fact that they have acquired so many areas.
No. You will say big for the fact that they've acquired.
I say those people that are making math. Those people that are making math, they're not intelligent.
Someone said that if you look at the population of Lagos State, it will shock you to know that houses, not more in this town because they don't have houses.
Okay, somebody's asking.
You understand? Because
that the court grants access to Inec to reconfigure. Yes, that's true. Yeah. The court has granted an Inec to reconfigure the beavers. Let's roll over again. Like before you use these beavers for the governorship election, the beavers has to be 000.
Wow, I have to read this comment that I saw here.
Okay.
Alex Ugbo, I don't know if that's correct though. Lagos is occupied by the Yorubas because of the geographical zone, but it actually belongs to the Benin.
See, 1,000 years ago, I don't think anybody was in this Lagos.
Yeah, if you want that, we can't go back to 1,000 years
so
ago.
So now the people there now.
We actually need history.
1,000 years ago.
We actually need history.
Where was Nigeria?
Leave the history now. Now the people that are there are the ones that own the place. 2,000 years ago when Jesus was alive, nobody there for this area.
But it's true. Yeah. I can agree with you.
So you go to a place, you dominate that place. It becomes your place.
That's just
so they are the first people that colonize everything.
But wait, how can someone say a particular place is no man's land? Like,
that's why I said the Igbos are saying it. They are not intelligent.
It's wrong to even say no place is no, like a particular place is no
man's land. It's an insult to the
It's just like this guy came from abroad to say he discovered River Niger. When people met people there,
you can't go
doing their daily activities.
You can't go there and say it's no man's land.
Possible.
Do you know, I
even all those Yoruba dominated community whereby it's just only Yoruba you find there. You can't say that the community is for Yoruba people.
I heard someone say something that one of the reasons why is looking as if Lagos State is no man's land is because the Jagaban of Lagos State, the Ogo of Lagos State, was not originally a Lagosian. So when he came to Lagos, he made Lagos open that anybody can come in. He did not restrict anybody from any part of the world
has always been
to come and
other
stay.
People.
But I think it was he made it more open when he became the governor. So anybody can come in, no matter where you're from. You can actually come to Lagos, establish yourself, do whatever you want. Yeah. Now, since it's now like that, the person that did that opening per se was not originally a Lagosian. So what is the problem? And
the people, the original Lagosians then, they were angry.
But there's nothing they could have done.
I don't know, to some extent, he was able to dominate them.
I think this issue about Igbo Yoruba is going to cause controversy. Let's just move.
And that controversy would affect the people, not those people playing that card. Okay, it will affect those people playing the card. It will only affect the masses, like the masses on the road.
I'm sorry.
But you notice one thing, that there are more inter-tribal marriage between Igbo and Yoruba. But when it comes to politics, there's always war. There's always fight.
I think the politicians are the ones fueling all this.
They are the ones.
We are good together. I think there should be a South thing. A south thing. We have some unique qualities that we can use together, but because of evil.
The evil
there. The evil people there. Yeah. They are the ones in power, so they want to use that to. Some people say, I don't know Igbos. I said we are always on the streets. I said everybody cannot be the same. They are very perfect, wonderful Yorubas, perfect, wonderful Igbos. There are some people that are not intelligent.
Yes.
Enough to reason.
Beyond.
How can you say this place is no man's land?
It's just like,
sorry. I don't think that is.
It's even wrong to say nowhere. Like the particular place is not
if you know
anybody's
Aba
land.
Very well. That's the same thing they say about Aba. They'll say Aba is no man's land. The one that I had to ask my dad, because I went to school when I was in secondary school, they say Aba belongs to no one. So I had to ask my dad, how possible is that? But this
Aba is in Southeast.
This is where the same thing that happens there actually. I asked my dad, but this is where we are from. So why would they not tell us that nobody owns this place? But you were born here, this is our family house, this is our land. How can they not say nobody owns here? You know, my dad now told me that this thing I'm saying is the same thing that happens in Lagos. They say that Lagos is no man's land, but that you always wonder. So the forefathers of that place in call, did they fly from the sky?
Did they fly from the sky?
So JRV is good to go.
JRV is Yoruba. Jando is Yoruba. Someone is good to go. So they are good to go.
Whoever you are voting for, vote. Don't because of this. But don't allow people threaten you into. I think some of these comments don't turn to fight.
Please.
There's violence in the comment section.
See, keep it coming because I like the comments. It's educating me in a certain way. I think I like it. There's one. The last one we have here. Francis Akinyemi said, "You guys are doing a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Part of Lagos belongs to Benin Republic. In that case, it's Southwest. I'm from Badagry. So I need to ask you.
And some people will tell you that. Some people will tell you that those parts like Ekpe, Badagry, like they are the real owners. But all of them, they are Yoruba. We can't say Ekpe is Hausa or something.
So what about those ones that don't speak the regular Yoruba language, that their language
like
is
the English Yoruba?
No, not the English.
Which one?
There's what they say.
They are still Yoruba. You know, inside Yoruba, there are different dialects.
So many historical records about one ethnic city. Somebody said Yoruba is from Egypt.
Yoruba is from Egypt. How now?
Somebody say it's from Dubai. Which one go follow now?
Which year Dubai started to develop?
We need to ask you actually because you are in here with us.
Dubai is not from any Egypt.
Somebody says Benin, but that is
I think it's partly from Benin. Because from that name, Oduduwa, that name is actually coined from Odua, and the name is originally a Benin name.
Oh, okay.
That name is a Benin name. From what I heard from history, it's not really clear to me, but I heard that maybe the king's first son or something like that.
Okay, let's talk about the governor. The governor is that is Governor Sanwo-Olu. He's really engaging Lagosians.
Yeah. Something that something he has not been doing. Something he couldn't do.
No, it's not too late to realize.
It's not too late.
Right.
It's not too late.
I know, right? So please, I saw an interview. Yeah, it wasn't an interview or a write-up where they were asking him who ordered the killing.
There's a video. I have we have the video.
Wait, yes.
So what did he say? Yeah.
Yes.
Where he hailed Rufai. He said Almighty Rufai.
Almighty Rufai. I'm like, oh my God.
There's one thing I have with Sanwo-Olu. The charisma of a governor, I don't really see him displaying that charisma.
I don't see the charisma of a governor in all the three front runners. The last person I've seen that kind of thing in is Ambode and Fashola. Aside those two,
you know, Jando.
I don't really, even Jando, you know, GRV and the likes, I don't really see it. But it's not about having a governor's charisma. Some people have the charisma of a governor and they ended up, you know, embezzling all the money in the states. But now just go there and serve the people, finish and go back home.
I think that thing is an issue. That answers. People are taking it personal.
Very.
Taking it too personal.
You know, I even saw a video. They had to bring back that video of that guy. They spray pepper spray on his eyes.
I saw the video.
I've even forgotten that. When I announced, I was like, oh wow, this guy. So where could it be? What would have happened to him?
No, they are using everything. Everything has been politicized now. Even the answers now, they've politicized everything.
That is why I see in this life, when you're doing something, don't do things because of the now. Think about what happens later. You know, so if I want to do something as a person, that's what I used to caution myself. If I want to do this thing now, what happens tomorrow? What happens after now? What happens if everybody gets to know about this thing? What will be my fate? You understand? When they were doing what they were doing, they didn't remember that there will be an election that will come.
You know, there is one saying that Nigerians used to forget quickly.
But
I think this generation that we have now do not forget at all.
Forget? How will you
don't forget? Now, because it happened in 2020, and 3 years down the lane, it is now as if it happened yesterday. By the way, they had actually flooded the timeline with all the videos.
Remember, it happened in 2020. Then in 2021, there was a memorial.
Yes,
and still the same thing almost happened.
Yes.
Even the one they staged last year, they had to be like, nobody should, you know, that kind of thing. You're just giving them things to talk about year by year. So if they are remembering stuff, nobody should blame them because this thing happened broad daylight.
It happened.
Everybody saw it.
Okay. I think the conversation on this Yoruba, if you know stop and meeting will continue.
And the people that will suffer it, they are the ones in the streets. Those ones that are up there.
They understand how to communicate to themselves.
They understand. It's just card. They just tell you, Yoruba man, see, they want to take a land, so you'll be afraid and say, I'm not voting for this guy. But look at the guy's history. Even his father and his great-grandfather has once been in the judicial system in Lagos State.
The GRV, right?
Yes. Then there was sanity in the judicial system whereby if you try to bribe a judge, you will go to jail. Because the judge would say it out and you'll be arrested. So if you try to bribe a judge.
Speaking of that alone is already what's it called? A legacy. That someone can easily say, his family, this is who they are, so we can somehow trust them. You understand? So see, if they do something, I shall not do because when you're trying to dig in something, not go dig hole where you go fall inside later.
No, you
understand?
Okay, I think Charles Duru said something. Probably you should drop your details so that you can. Let's move on. Caleb Agbayin says the young one on the left of my screen is Cerebra. That's not English.
Who is talking to? That could be you, right?
Cerebra.
So now it's left for you to know what is Cerebra. Cerebra.
I bet open Google check out.
No, Cerebra is like, I don't want to add, when you say Cerebra palsy, but that is a different thing.
No,
that's a different thing. That's a different thing. That's a different thing. So you
know me bad thing. Man, no go dey cry. I dey quick cry.
Yes, intelligence and serious and enjoying serious thought rather than emotion.
Oh my goodness! Yay! I don't go go house today. We go take this program.
That's so.
Okay.
But honestly, I think I like what is happening in Lagos. Anyhow,
Yeah.
I like what is happening in Lagos State now, and I like what is happening in Nigeria as a whole.
See, I just love
It's
the
not about
awareness
business,
now.
Thank you. That's what I
See,
wanted to say.
even
Okay,
someone
okay.
that does not even watch like TVC channels TV, you now see yourself, changing the channel TVC. What are they saying? Arise TV. What are they saying? People that are not even interested in politics before, they are now too very, very interested in it.
Somebody says, Francis Akiemi says, I hope Igbos will not come to Badagry and be telling us we Badagry people that Badagry is no man land.
Oh, interesting
my
times,
goodness.
interesting times.
well, from the time we had the Labour Party in the scene, it has been an interesting.
It has been so very interesting.
In fact, imagine people are watching their Twitter like 2 minutes
I swear.
to know what is
You
happening.
refresh it like this. I've been
You
caught
wake up in
trending.
the morning,
What's going on?
nobody's going to Facebook like the way they are going to Twitter.
Okay, Twitter.
I think Twitter is the savior.
See, Twitter is just like God sent to the Nigerian youth per se. Just imagine we don't have Twitter. How do we want to be posting all those pictures on Facebook? It's not always like Twitter. Twitter is very, very active.
Honestly, like I said before, but I like the awareness. Like
I love the awareness.
even a child on the streets. I saw that video of a small baby. They were singing Lupi. The baby was laughing. When they not mentioned a particular candidate, the baby could not laugh again. I laughed like it was so.
I've not seen anything.
You don't have to say. See, I'm not the one, right? I saw it on social media, and because it was very, very funny to me, that's why I can say it out. It was really very, very funny. Even a small baby, a small child, or at least when does Sabi talk.
Yeah,
Knows what is happening.
It was just laughing.
Okay, let's read let's engage the viewers.
I think there's a lot of back and forth in the comment section.
Honestly, looking at the comments alone, I don't even know what I should say. Like, they are talking about states. This one they talk, but I agree.
I know deal.
But honestly, please, the governorship election is just a few days. If it will not be cancelled, because you don't know what is happening with the diverse reconfiguration and
who do
the
you
whole
think
thing.
would win the election?
As it is now, the same way it happened in the presidential, that's what will happen.
But I think this election is just so very interesting with me because during the past elections, you just feel like this person will win, Joe. But now it's as if it's a 50-50 thing. The incumbent governor cannot
I think there are just two political parties.
Labour Party and APC.
Yeah.
I think the incumbent governor cannot even come out to boldly say that I would win this election. And the other person too would not say that, okay, I will lose out. It's just like 50-50. I think it's actually okay. All the elections should be like this. It shouldn't just be a one-horse race or even two-horse race. There should be many people coming out to vie for posts.
Charles Duru, he said, I tell English people, UK is no man's land.
Let's move on. Obedience humiliate Obaseki at campaign venue in Edo State.
Yeah, I saw that video.
I think it's a trying time for governors, especially in the south and the southeast.
Buzz everywhere.
It's trying times for them, for real.
In Enugu State, all the House of Rep declare everything. No PDP return.
No PDP return.
See, the fact that Labour Party
in Lagos State, you have like 4 to 5 House of Reps.
Yes.
No.
3 House of Reps, 2 Senate.
That's a good record actually.
Actually,
for
like
a person that was just born 9 months ago and is taking over like this.
My own is that if you are a rep for Labour Party, if you do rubbish, they should not even wait for you to complete your 4 years. They recall you. There's a process to recall. That constituency, they will come together. They write a letter to National Assembly. They do something.
Yes, we should be
That's
able to recall that person.
They recall Dino Milai. And Dino was a senator before. They recalled him now.
Yeah, I think we should have the power to recall people back like that. And those people that actually got the the House of Rep, House of Senate seats, those new people, probably under Labour Party and other parties as well, they should make sure that they work and keep close contact with their people. Because if they don't work, I just want people to be able to vote them out at our will. Like, you have not worked. And we should actually, I know this new word, go and verify. Should be able to boldly say, go and verify, I've done this, I've done that. And if we can't verify it, then just prepare. Don't even come back for the election. Just go home straight. There should be another person that will vie for that post. It should be a service to humanity, not you're going there because it's your turn, or because you've actually worked for this person, now compensated you with local government chairman or a senatorial seat or something. I think I just want to see a Nigeria that would move, that would be people oriented, Nigeria that would serve the masses, not just few people just sitting in Abuja or somewhere else. I think it should just be like
I hope this inspection of the beavers and is going to yield results. Inec configuring the beavers machine is going to not to jeopardize the process. I hope this is not going to jeopardize the process. I hope that the elections on Saturday will go free and fair and nobody will be hurt.
You hope.
Yeah.
We hope,
like we once hoped.
Because we were given an assurance before. The election man like he says something that this coming election is going to be free and fair. There will be no issues. People were like, okay, you don't talk and before, Shan. You did not fulfill your promise. And now, making us another promise. Anybody, when you're going to the polling, go equipped, because...
Well, what I know is that this is Nigeria election. There would be intimidation. There would be. So what I would advise the electorate to do is that they should be prepared for anything that day.
Okay, let's go back to the CBN denying asking banks to dispose old notes. We don't know where we stand now. First, we heard CBN has told banks to start receiving old notes. Now we have hearing that CBN did not say. So who is the person speaking? Like the other time that they went to CBN in Lagos, the CBN man said, okay, you people can go and deposit. We hear that an official in the presidency said, no, it is not. It's not. Access gave people money, old notes, but they could not receive it. The people want to return it, they can't.
Bank collect it back.
They refuse to collect it back.
Everybody. The money you gave me just now, you now reject it.
Yes, I wanted to go make withdrawal, and the woman was like, it's old note. I stood there like, will I spend it? I just walked away. So
that's we don't know what is happening, but currently, it seems Nigerians are not too complaining about the cash. The election has taken over everyone. Not worried.
We are just after the
you can even manage. You can manage.
But after the
election. Do you know why it is not really disturbing much? If you have your ATM, your ATM card, that's what they call it now.
Yeah.
Your ATM
debit card.
You can go to wherever you want to go buy something. If they have POS machine there, you shop and pay with your card and go home. The only issue is fiscal cash.
Well, it's not like having that cash to move around, because you surely need cash.
They once said that we don't more than 20,000 naira in a week. Have you forgotten? So
I say about 90% of Nigerians don't even have up to 500,000.
So they even
forget to.
They say 90%.
When they return this money, some people get more than 500,000. So, Mr. Aduru, I think there's the detail there. We have Success My Way. Tinubu's wife is the president of Nigeria. I don't know. Mordecai Chinechere.
Was she among the contestants?
She is the first lady now.
They said she's the president or something.
No, I don't. I think that one probably wanted to say Tinubu is the president of Nigeria.
Yeah, maybe it's a mistake.
Let's assume it was.
Onyebuchi Okpara say you guys are awesome. Kudos from Staten Island, New York.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Joseph Ubia says since Yorubas don't want to see Igbos, then they should divide the country. Yoruba said they will postpone the governorship election. I saw it. This Yoruba.
I'm actually seeing something.
I saw that, man.
I'm seeing something like that. But even if they postpone it, they won't postpone the will of the masses. People will come out en masse and still vote.
Either people like it or not, Jagaban Tinubu is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Udeji Shima say in all this process, PDP is the highest loser in the whole process.
Chai.
This man, what's his name?
I don't know.
What's this old Ekiti statesman who went to Arise TV? That I said, Fayose. He said, Labour Party has eaten the liver, the kidney, the eyes, and looks of it. I was just laughing.
They even know. They actually know. Like, do you know why they are surprised in this whole thing? Like, just coming from nowhere, boom. This is where they are. Shaking everywhere. But the grassroots, everywhere is shaking. I saw that interview of someone to them like, oh God, please help this man. I think I like him too. Help this man. He was stammering. Did you notice that he was stammering? He didn't even know what to say about Erifai. Now say Almighty Erifai. Like, my
person
God.
that will disenfranchise
Oh my
or
God.
that will
Like,
mess them up.
God, please
So the
help me.
lessons
That kind
and the
of
learning
language,
of
you are
MSAS
trying
is not
to
lost on me. Will we do a
plead
few
with
things
the,
differently? Yes, we will.
interviewer not to
Right?
nail you
But
too much.
I just need to
The
say that
Almighty
we need
Erifai.
to
You've
leave
acknowledged him
this
that he's
idea
Almighty.
around there was a
I
big
just
bush.
Somebody is asking how about the
And
court
one other
appeals
thing,
today?
right?
What happened is that
all of the people, and I'm
they
saying this for the
granted,
first time on national TV, all of the people that claim that they were either
the Labour
injured
Party
or they
also.
were
I know the
affected in one
PDP
form or
is
the other.
interested
I,
in-
Babajide
What do you want to go
Sharasolu,
and check there?
They won the election. They are number 2 now.
They
They have a stake. They have a stake. And also, after inspection, then Inec can reconfigure the BVS. So that's the update that we have now. So after inspection, the Inec can reconfigure. Without reconfiguring it, Inec has explained that they can't carry out the governorship election. It must be reconfigured 0-0 so that when you are going to accredit somebody, there will be no juru. Not that some people are already there before you come. So overvoting will not be there. And you understand. So there's an information I got.
And I think Nigerians there should be a kind of clause. There should be an agreement that will be written by INEC that from Nigerians to INEC, there should be a written agreement that they will sign. The governorship election would be transmitted electronically in real time. If it should have a clause, if it is not done in that way, there should be a rerun. If there's no clause there, they will tell you that a particular an issue came up. There should be a clause. If INEC fails to carry out this thing according to the Electoral Act, then there would be a rerun.
Does reconfigure means erasing everything?
Reconfigure is like
The English self.
see, even the English is kind of wrong. When you want to reconfigure something, it means you actually tweak the whole system. It is like they should say maybe they want to do a factory reset, or like they want to put it to a default mode back. I think reconfiguring is like, because the same BVAS machine you use for a particular local government or polling unit in Ogba, that is the same machine you still bring back for the governorship election. So why are they really using the word reconfigure? Even that word itself is ambiguous. Just say you want to bring it back to a default setting or something.
Honestly, I'm sorry, like my hand that cut it short.
This area by that guy, they talk.
He likes violence.
He say if I want to read it.
Please, we can go.
He say if they divide Nigeria, Agbero will end in Lagos because they will not see any Igbo man or woman to collect alaye money from there again.
Hi, this man he came here with a bazooka, fully loaded
People
one.
like Alaye, give me money. Oh my God.
Okay, we are waiting.
Yes.
We are waiting to see what INEC is going to reconfigure exactly.
Yeah.
We hope it's not going to be because they did ask of this at first.
See, I don't trust INEC. I think
Because
among the court proceedings or the maybe while Peter Obi, he was at the court today, there should have been an agreement. There should be a lawyer that will raise the motion. INEC should be there. INEC, if you still don't do the same thing, then the election should just cancel on the spot there. There should be no election again. If they can actually make that one a law.
The INEC itself has been compromised.
Exactly. So we have to hold them accountable before we even start the election at all. Let us have that kind of agreement. Once you make my
the INEC officials, they are going to take order from their boss.
exactly.
You understand? And the boss did not fulfill what he said.
It's
The
not as if he
masses,
didn't
so-
fulfill what he said. He disobeyed the Electoral Act.
It's the same
He
thing.
disobeyed
Now,
the
he
law,
disobeyed.
the
So
Electoral
what
Act.
he disobeyed, he did not fulfill.
You can, even if it's just promise of your mouth. But the Electoral Act it is written that it will be transmitted. So why didn't you transmit the results?
So we are waiting. 3Scope Media TV. We are waiting to see what happens when they reconfigure it. Somebody said, "Go and sleep." Okay. We don't want Tinubu in Yoruba land. Who is this?
Hey, voila.
Election in the southwest was ringing. So okay, was rigged.
It was rigged. That's what he meant.
But eastern part it was peaceful. Who is fooling who? Tinubu have already buy 12 senior advocates of Nigeria. It's not market now.
So he bought them.
Is there a market where they sell senior advocates?
Do you know why I like Nigeria, Nigerians? But provided you are in
Cruise.
Nigeria, no matter where you are, they like
Nigerians.
that. I love this country, honestly. We shall know how to catch
No
cruise.
matter the matter, we must catch cruise.
So far, all parties are going back home smiling. People are expecting that INEC will not reconfigure the BVAS. Labour Party is going to have an inspection on it. PDP is going to have an inspection. And the governorship candidate of Labour Party donated 15 million naira to those. I think that guy is smart.
Very smart.
Very smart.
He would play on that and make sure he make the most of it.
Imagine the crowd. I was like, so I don't even know where the market is. Like,
I told somebody that alone has gotten him like over 100,000 votes.
I swear.
Definitely.
It's like sure.
Definitely.
That thing he did.
And apart from that too, with what happened in Lagos State, people go be like, we'll go show on us.
And do you know that thing might be done? I don't know who would have perpetrated that evil, but it might even be done as a kind of political card to paint the opponent in a bad way. Like people feel like they were the one that perpetrated it. Even if it is the people on this side, they will say it is the one on the other side that perpetrated it. So it will not get sympathy vote automatically. So it might even be a political game as well, if you are looking at it from that side.
But it will be what Nigeria wants is just a new government.
Yeah, I think
they don't want the old, or they are tired because they have seen Shege.
We've seen PDP in full view, and now we have seen APC. Like APC just outshine. They collected all the trophies from PDP.
Imagine,
and like
PDP era, we are like, what is this? Everything is this. Even some prominent people in this country came out to protest when fuel rose from 65 naira to is it 89 or what? They came out to protest.
Just
so I'm not like, okay, now that we are buying fuel for 300 and something naira, so what will happen? How come nobody is protesting against the on the fuel?
You know, there's this saying that when you get too sad at times or get too angry, you don't burst into tears, you just burst into laughter. Because you can't even cry anymore.
That's the best thing to
You just feel like, well,
you know, my pastor said something, he said, Nigerians, you should stop crying so that you can have strength to laugh. Honestly, because the deed has been done. So let's move on. Last, see, pressure and stress not the key Nigerians. We are already used to
Nigerians,
it. So
we are in cruise, we are
used to it. No matter what happens, life continues. We move on. We move, you know.
And no matter what happens, no matter who wins the governorship election, Nigeria moves on, Lagos moves on as one. Everybody move on. Nobody should paint this image of, okay, if someone wins, some section of people would be, you know, thrown to somewhere or in one kind of place. All those ones is just political threat or something. Nothing will happen if anybody wins, regardless of who wins.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on what is happening. Currently, I think those people are arguably they are counting their loss and it is running to millions of naira. No matter how much you give them, it might not really recompensate for that. And there's also tension all over. And I think the government of Lagos should really look into this because Buhari
has he really gone to that place to visit them? I'm not sure.
No. It was this morning. Okay. I know there are so many engagements. I think it's the person that took advantage. It took advantage because he was going to that area for campaign. The government was going to that area for campaign. So, however, that thing happened. So he used the opportunity to go there. And also, someone who has been engaging. I think this is healthy for our democracy, so that people can really know that the power lies
with the people.
The power is on the streets.
That they want to deceive us. Thank God for social media. Social media has exposed so many things. Many people now are not watching Big Brother Africa.
I think Big Brother. I think they are even the most ones who actually lost during this election because people advised them then, don't organize this thing now that we're having elections. And I actually saw an update of Paul Okoye who said that our politicians now that they are begging us to vote for them. They are literally begging us, like our governors now. That means they successfully deceived our parents.
Honestly speaking, like how can you?
They make them believe that they don't have power, that their votes won't count.
Especially for a sitting governor. Why would you be begging people for votes? The things you've done should be able to speak for you. You don't need to beg them to vote you again. You know, you must have done something that will make you to beg, or that will make them to be like, let him continue because he's doing well.
Yeah.
You understand? But
yeah, I think that's where it should be because I watched a particular interview of Sheyi Makinde of PDP, and the interviewer was asking him about the question whereby he said if he has to choose between being re-elected as governor or like going the extra mile or something, he said if it will be too extreme for him, then there's no problem. We'll go back home now. Then the governorship election is just being a governor for him. He didn't take it as a do or die affair or you must vote me. He said if you have to go too extreme, like take two extreme measures, he said no, we'd rather allow the governorship to go to another place.
It's not a do or die affair. Like, if you're not doing, I actually like...
Because he has actually worked there. Many people are just saying, even Labour Party even pledged their support for him. That let him complete his term.
During the NSAS, where the youth were aggrieved, he came out.
Yeah,
he stood with them.
It was with them.
You understand? I think I saw a post where they said, this GRV that you people are even campaigning for, where was he during the NSAS? They had to go and bring the pictures. That he was even there. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I think that a lot of people, youth, will actually vote for him, because he stood there, unlike
some other governors.
Yeah, some other governors that actually, if you did.
Let's talk about Almighty Rufai.
Almighty Rufai.
The governor of the most populated states in Nigeria, the real capital, business capital of the country, the governor of the state that have almost all the professionals, the elite, professors, called a journalist Almighty.
You know, there's no way you won't call Rufai Husseini Obi'S TV Almighty Rufai, because you know that once Rufai calls you, once you have been invited for an interview session with Rufai, you need to come with your, what's it called?
All your armor.
You have to come with putting on burglary t-shirt to be able to repel.
You know when the Bible says put on the whole armor of God, you know, you have to
be able to repel all those kind of thought-provoking questions.
When we look at journalism, between Shehu Akimbaloye and El-Rufai, who do you think practices journalism?
Well, I would love a blend of both. Like, I would love the composure of Shehu of Akimbaloye. Is it Shehu Akimbaloye? I like his composure. The fact that he tends to be able to control his emotion. Rufai Husseini is very good. He's very, very good. But I think to some extent, his emotions, you know, get into the matter.
I will say that El-Rufai, he likes boss.
No.
You know,
Rufai Husseini. El-Rufai is the governor.
Okay, Rufai Husseini. He like that name sounds Edo.
No, it's Yoruba.
Really?
Rufai is Muslim name. Husseini is Yoruba name.
Husseini, what does Husseini mean in Yoruba?
It's Yoruba. I think maybe it's even Arabic name or something like that. I don't know, forgot.
The man likes boss. Like you go give unto you woto. You know, send you. You understand? But what's that man's name?
Shehu.
Shehu
is calm.
I think
he wants to listen.
This is why I think Shehu has occupied that post for a long time.
Yeah.
And really, we have not had this radicalism whereby the politician go and you shake nonsense out of the politician. Shehu have been there over the years, before El-Rufai, before even Arise TV. Shehu have been interviewing most governors and presidents. We have not really had that woto. But I think Rufai has a taste of woto.
But you see, the woto has to come with a little bit of emotion. If you don't emotionalize it, you won't be able to really attack the person. I actually saw the interview last week whereby Oshemole and Aisha Yusuf was there. Aisha Yusuf was being, I think it was probably, you know, Google Meet or something, or, you know, Zoom meeting. You know, she actually, she said something that actually caught me unawares. She was like, Shehu, you are just sitting there and you are allowing this guy to tell you anything he feels like. I was not like, come on, how can you just say this kind of thing?
So let's have the polls. Who is the Inec chairman? So between Rufai
Rufai
and Husseini, who do you think? Let's have the polls. So
I will be the here. Udeze Chima said Rufai better than Shehu.
Yeah. You know, Rufai always come with that spirit of violence.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if you are going to Rufai, you need to be prepared. But if you are going to Shehu, you need to be tactical.
Yeah, you be tactical with Shehu. Shehu will not really choke you.
You need to know how to dribble. That is for Shehu. But Rufai, you need how to defend.
You need to know how to fight.
Okay, we have another one here. Ray said Shehu is diplomatic.
Shehu, exactly. That's why I said I would like a blend of Shehu and Rufai. I love Shehu's diplomacy, but it has to be, you need to have that touch of violence once in a while. Once you notice that this person is dribbling me too much, slide the person, give that person violence.
So we have 1-1. We have Udeze Chima 1. So who is Ray Shehu? Who is Ray supporting?
Who are you standing for?
I think he's in the middle. He's in the middle.
I believe he likes both.
Okay, he said Yoruba Almighty Rufai You remember when they get all these your icon, abi your
Almighty Rufai,
yes.
Rufai, the violent king. But Rufai was a bit partisan.
Rufai is woto.
Someone was a bit partisan during this electoral process.
Let's look at bias now between Rufai and Shehu Akimbale. Me, I studied journalism.
Yeah, Shehu was.
I studied journalism. You know what about journalism is that journalism, we have what they call investigative journalism.
Yeah.
And investigating somebody, you don't allow the person to know what
you know about them.
You understand? Then when you get an investigation, you bring it out to the public. When you bring it out to the public, people say you're biased. Because you got that information that people are not really wanting to go on with. When you see something that is wrong as a journalist, you need to point it out.
But without emotion.
With your facts. You know, our politicians are very great Maradonas.
Yeah.
That with evidence in front of you, they try to tell you that you are wrong. And knowing that they have influences, the police and everything, they want to suppress you. So you need to scream. So I
think once you emotionalize it, then you
emotion is different from you trying to stamp your feet on the ground. Give them that body language. Let them see that
it gets
because this is broadcast. The people watching you will also get the message. Whether they don't get it, they will now hold it strong because of your body language. You understand? Not that it's like emotion. If you look at emotion, I think Shehu Akimbale will be an emotional person more than Erifai because he holds himself.
He holds
there's
himself.
There's a breaking point whereby Shehu.
I'm yet to see.
No, there's a breaking point whereby Shehu Akimbale might get. Then it can blow up. You know, people that are so quiet. You think they don't?
Do you think they don't?
No, he's just able to control his emotion.
See, there's a comment here. Someone said, go and watch a Rice TV interview with Sanwo-Olu. He called him the Almighty Rufai. Yes.
In that way, you are trying to appease him. It's just like saying, hey, Baba, that way you've accepted. Would I say, I won't use the word defeat, but you've made yourself to be below. Like just temper justice with mercy.
See, do you know what I understand there? What I feel that he did there was because when I was like, why would this man call this guy Almighty Rufai? Probably like
you have to give him kudos.
You've been saying a lot of things about me since, but you know, so I don't come.
I don't beg you, small.
That's what I feel. Okay, another person says, he said Nigerian politics can't understand diplomacy language. They need someone like Rufai. Rufai don't play. He is very blunt. Shehu is good, but I think he is too soft on questioning. Maybe.
Let's say, what about Jide Otitoju of TVC?
Jide Otitoju of TVC. Jide is more or less of a Shehu Akimbaloye too. He does not really. It is what's it called? Rufai, I can say that no, he's a violent king. If you want to go to Rufai, and I think that's why people like Reno Mokri used to play on his emotion. Instead of answering a question, you now say, Shehu, you will now say, Rufai, you've gotten it wrong. You see, that's not the right question to ask. You will now flip the whole question on him. That's when it will now get emotional. They might. See, I think it will even get to a point whereby they start even.
There is something.
Let's not look at. Let's move on.
Okay, please, because I next to that, I was like, are you trying to say something to us?
Okay, let's move away from that. So now we are getting to the end of the program.
Yeah.
We just like you to like and subscribe.
Smash the like button.
Yes.
Smash
like and subscribe so that we can have more reach to other places. Many people are reacting to the president elections. Few days to the government elections. I think it's going to be hot. I would believe that the will of the people should prevail.
Yeah, please.
Whether by the ballot or by the courts.
No, it should be by the ballot.
Because
we don't trust
we don't
the
have a perfect process.
So we have to make it
perfect safe.
No, this is the one we can hold accountable. That's the one we should first of all hold. We can't hold the courts because we don't know the houses of those judges to go and hold them.
We already saw what happened on 25th February. Please, let's try to avoid it and just let's do the right thing.
I think the electorate should be proactive. They should prepare ahead. If you are coming to the election ground, you can come with a ink in case they forget their ink.
Yes, please.
If you have a small generator set, in case they say the beaver is down.
I am MiFi, please, if you have.
I am MiFi.
Please.
So let's just be proactive.
Even though Christians said yesterday that the MiFi does not work on the beavers.
Just come with everything they don't have.
Work on the beavers.
And they're going to say, your village people, they follow you for Twitter.
Oh my goodness, please,
oh goodness, God.
See, Nigeria must get it right this time because a lot of things has been going on. Nigeria
we just
must
have
get it
to.
right.
We
I am
have
so
to.
particular about my state. I'm from Abia State. I'm so particular about it, you know.
No, I'm just particular about Nigeria.
My candidate in Abia, I just pray he wins. I'm not going to tell you guys who it is, but you want to know?
I don't have a particular candidate.
I
want the person who is ready to serve to win. If you're not ready to serve, one thing we surely cause it that you will not emerge. You should be ready to serve. You just see this thing as a chance to write your name in the sands of time.
You know I'm talking about.
Like I predicted the president election on Friday. I'm going to predict who's going to win the governorship election. It's my prediction, no? Governorship election.
I'm so particular about my state where I'm from because we've never had it good. We are from Abia. We've never had a good what's it called? It's not like they are bad.
Good leadership or something.
Yeah, we've not really had a good leadership. You understand? So this time around, I'm like, God, please help you.
I think Abia is the heartbeat of the southeast.
I think so.
You have the Aba, and Aba can even do beaver self.
Yeah, are you sure that's not even? I heard that the beavers was done by an Anambra guy. It was an Anambra guy that's.
There was an ICT director that was transferred one time like that
to
Enugu as a
secretary. Is there anything about Kanodu?
That's my people. I am so proud.
No, we are serious now. The Inec, they transferred an ICT director because the allegation from Business Day is that
Who days a Chima is from Abia State?
He could not. He did not allow himself to be bribed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had to transfer him. He's at that place whereby he can press button at the beavers. He's one of the persons that even brought this technology in Nigeria. Wow. So they had to. His name is Nwafo. They had to transfer him. ICT director of Inec. So people are now suspecting that the reason why they transferred him is because there are things they have in plan that they wanted to do. Because imagine that House of Rep went on the same beavers. Senate went on the same beavers. The president did not go. Not that in one place, in almost everywhere.
Yeah.
Even where MTN must. You know, go.
Fine.
Okay, with that, I'll say a big thank you to everyone that have been part. Mr. Charles Zulu, God bless you.
The best.
Yes,
Mr. Charles Zulu, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Christian Chico. Till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. Bye. Sorry. Web watch.
Oh wow, interesting. So what would you say, Lagos this morning?
I say Akukumochi.
No, I wouldn't say Akukumochi. I would say Unanuna or busted. Busted. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching our program, Web Watch on Flip TV. I am still your girl, Zubi Glad. Catch us tomorrow, same time.
All right. Till we see you again tomorrow morning. See you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning. I get that.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yes,
Bye.
definitely.